Welcome one and all, welcome to Warzone, and the Teams Tournament is almost here, but first we're going to have to do this play-in for one of those final spots coming up. I am Jim Green, you know me, but there are no Kalebs here, Bowman or Koho. Instead, I have Mr. Michael's first name, Brian. How are you doing today, good sir?
I am doing great, looking forward to getting this Teams Tournament going. We've got one more step to go before we do.
Indeed, indeed. I don't know a lot about that, but I'm going to take your word for it. Two teams here. I guess they're trying to prove themselves. So let's just get right over to their pre-match promos.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Multiplex Entertainment. You guys know me. I'm Chris Skywalker Dohman, and I'm here with my partner today, Kees, the Grand Admiral Cornelisa. And, here's the thing. We went for the belts in Fandom. Didn't quite work out. We tried to, and we're still in the teams division over there. No problem. And here's the thing. As soon as this Warzone teams division was started up, Case and I had a lot of long conversations about it. And you know what? It's like, sure, Fandom is our combined strength, but this is also something that we're both still pretty good at. And, over on Fandom side, that's more Case who takes the lead in terms of us answering questions. Over here, this is now my forte. This is my realm, and Case could not be a better support player for me here. And guys, you're all on alert. Watch out. Here we come.
Well, I think that's very well said. I don't have a whole lot to add besides the fact that, yes, I have been known to not be the best at regular movie trivia. Fandom is indeed my forte, but I still do know something about movie trivia, and what Chris said, I know the things that he doesn't sometimes. So that's why I think we will be a good team. That's why I think most categories will not be that big of an issue for us, and that's why we're going to win today. That's really all I can say. I have respect for the Wood brothers. I've seen them play firsthand, so I know that they're pretty good themselves, but we want this spot in the tournament. So we're going to go for it.
Sorry, guys. Best of luck to the both of you, but you're in our way.
So, got anything to say, Michael?
Well, firstly, hello to everyone in the Multiplex community. It's very nice to meet you. I hope we have a very well thought and very well mannered match of movie trivia today. Would you like to add anything to my statement, Andrew?
Yes, Michael, I would. I would like to say that I hope this is fun, enjoyable, and that no one embarrasses themselves. Yeah, that's about it from me. Oh, also, I thought we'd get an easy game here because I assumed we'd get like a Team 905 again or something. So we've got two people I've heard of. That's scary, man.
Yeah, but I think as long as everyone has fun and enjoys themselves, it won't matter.
I agree. Fun is the main thing. Fun, politeness.
I think we just want to have a really fun time.
Yes, Michael. Fun is what we are here to do and have.
And I think we're killing this bit now, so let's shut up.
What a fun set of promos from the brothers and Christian George Harloff's favorite new reactors. Brian, what did you think of those very fun promos?
Well, I think the Wood brothers seem to be under the impression that they get a point for every time they use the word fun, which I'm afraid is not the case. But it's definitely good. But it's definitely going to be a good match, and we'll just see where this takes us.
Indeed. So why don't you go ahead and introduce these fine gentlemen for us?
Okay. So our two teams in this movie's Warzone teams play-in match. Introducing first, with a record of 0-0, like every other team in this league so far. Dedicated to art, Case, the Grand Admiral Cornelisa, and Christopher Skywalker Dohman. And their opponents. Mirror Image, featuring Andy, the Educator, Wood, and Michael Wood.
Yay!
And with that, let's get this match started.
Indeed. Round one. Do we read off the rules and bullshit?
I think everybody here knows the rules, but just as a reminder, it's 8 questions, typical whiteboard round. You will have 15 seconds to write your answer down. When we call on you, you will reveal it and verbalize your answer. If you need to repeat, you do get 3 repeats throughout the round, throughout the entire game, and you'll also have 1 challenge. If anybody gets all questions right, that player will also get a bonus question.
Indeed, indeed. And I will get us right into our first question, which is 80s movies. 80s movies. Jeff Bridges plays software engineer Kevin Flynn in what 1982 film? I don't want to mention if this was Oscar nominated or not, because Brooklyn Vail will get very pissed off.
But then again, when isn't Brooklyn Vail pissed off about something?
I don't know. He's always running away with stuff.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
And let's start with Andy.
Tron.
That is correct. Dohman.
Tron.
Mr. Michael.
I have put Tron.
And Case. Please don't fuck this up.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
And Case was the first, everyone being perfect through question 1.
All right, let's go on to question 2. Is in the category of directors. Who directed 2014 film Big Eyes?
I don't like giving hints, but I can say I've seen this director's movies.
It's one of those directors also you can't really talk about it because you'll give things away.
Oh, and that gives stuff away.
All right. 3, 2, and 1. Markers down. This time, let's start with
Michael. Yeah, start with Michael.
He also directed the classic Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Tim Burton.
That is correct for a point. And Chris?
Tim Burton.
Andy?
Tim Burton.
And Case?
Yeah, I'm not starting this off well.
Sorry, man. It's all right.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Your next category is in Oscars. So, yes, this has to do with something nominated for an Oscar. Kate Blanchett has been nominated for 7 Oscars. How many has she won?
If nothing else, everyone can at least guess because everyone's familiar with the concept of numbers.
Indeed. Hey, Brian, did you know that she is one of 47 Oscar-nominated actors in the MCU?
I did not know that.
Yeah, 47 of them are in the MCU.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
You repeat. Kate Blanchett has been nominated for 7 Oscars. How many has she won?
And so now we have to talk for 15 more seconds.
It's a big deal.
Here's a clue for everyone. It is less than 8. I will give you that clue. 5, 4, 3. I
want to answer 7. I really do. We will start with Dohman.
2.
That is correct. Andy.
I said just the 1.
Oof. Brooklyn Vail strikes. And Case.
Yeah, no.
Yep, nope, is incorrect. And Michael.
7. No, just kidding. It's 2.
2. Michael keeping his team with his brother.
Blue Jasmine and the Aviator, right?
Sure.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Dohman, yeah.
Okay, question 4 comes in the category of drama. What 2005 George Clooney directed film is about broadcast journalist Edward R. Murrow?
Sorry, I missed that question.
I'll give you a technical repeat. What 2005 George Clooney directed film is about broadcast journalist Edward R. Murrow?
It's my favorite movie of that year.
My guess would be Ocean's 11.
It would be a wrong guess since he did not direct that. 5.
Ocean's 12.
3, 2. Still wrong. 1. Time's up. All right. This time, let's start with Chris.
good night and good luck.
That is correct. Keeping the streak alive. And Andy?
Good night and good luck.
Point for you. Case?
I need a lot of luck to survive this match.
And Michael?
Good night and good luck.
All right.
Your next question, science fiction. Science fiction. What is the name of the last free human city in The Matrix?
Oh, finally.
Case,
I do believe that Case is going to get a point.
And just
These are movies I watch.
just for teaching purposes, halfway through round one, Michael and Chris both have perfect words.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Let's start with Case this time.
Zion.
Zion is correct. Michael.
Not perfect.
Oh, indeed you are not. Dohman.
Zion.
And Andy.
London.
All right, so your next question comes in the category of action/adventure.
Ooh.
In 1999's The Mummy, where is Rick when he first meets Evie in Cairo?
I can tell you he's not in love yet. And for any of you that want to get cute, no, we are not going to accept Egypt as an answer.
Fine.
We will not accept Egypt.
3, 2, and 1. Markers down. Let's start with Michael.
Is it a museum of some sort?
I'm afraid that is incorrect. Case?
I believe it's in a prison.
He is in prison. And Andy?
I did not know, and I also struggled to think of a funny answer to this, and I've just ended up writing a sand.
He was in a speck of sand. Yes, he was. No, I'm afraid not. And Christopher?
He was in prison.
Yes. Then
Get me out of here.
Art takes the lead.
And Dohman stays perfect through 6. Your next question is in the category of thriller. What is the name of Robert De Niro's character in 1991's Cape Fear?
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Just say, what are you in a movie theater, chain smoking a cigar? Come on now.
In 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
3.
Okay, I'll repeat. What is the name of Robert De Niro's character in 1991's Cape Fear? 1991, Cape Fear came out. I also came out. 1991, great year. Great year for human beings to be born.
3. Despite you coming out, it's still a great year. 1 and 0.
We'll start with brother Andy.
Couldn't pull it.
And we will go to Case.
I have a pure guess. I don't know if it's right. Ace?
Nope, brother Michael.
I am going to kick myself when I hear it, so I've just put Eddie for the time being.
And Dohman.
Max Cady.
Max Cady is correct. Perfect through 7. He's going for a perfect round 1. Brian, give him their last question.
All right. After Jim has now jinxed him, the last question will come in the category of comedies. What actor appeared as Robin Hood in the movie Time Bandits?
Thank you. I hope now.
I could say something right now, but I can't because it would indeed be a hint.
5,
What do we make of the news
4,
that Taika
3,
Waititi is doing a Time
2,
Bandits series?
1
Orgasm.
and 0. Yes, he is doing Time Bandits series. All right. We'll save Chris for last. So let's go to Michael.
That is British legend John Cleese.
That is correct for a point. And Case?
I did not have that.
No. All right. Andy?
British legend John Cleese.
And Chris, did you get
You
it?
guys jinxed me.
Oh, way to go, Jim.
Oh,
The two Englishmen in the room getting John Cleese immediately.
And with that, the score is now tied 9-9 coming out of round one.
That is a proper tie, and not me misscoring and saying a tie when it is not a tie. So now we will get into round number 2, which is in fact the wheel round, and I have myself a nice physical wheel, so we don't have to use an app or a website called Wheel Decide. On this wheel is the categories of spinners and opponents, recent releases, Alfonso Cuarón, movie release dates, animated, workplace movies, horror, Christopher Nolan, and 70s movies. Okay, well, they are tied, and so I don't know what to do. Brian, who goes first?
Again, without anything else, I'm going to say because we had one player get 7 out of 8 right, we're going to give them the advantage going in.
It's art.
So dedicated to art.
Yes.
You can go first, or would you like to defer?
Case, you want to
what
defer?
do you want to do, Chris? Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll defer.
Okay. The Brothers Woods. Would you like me to spin it? Would you like me to spin it lightly or pretty hard?
Could you put a moderate amount of force into it, please?
Sure, whatever that means.
Remember not to use big words talking to Jim.
Nolan. That does say Nolan.
That is Christopher Nolan.
Right.
Keep it or spin again.
Michael, should we stick to what we said earlier, or what you're thinking? Because
I'd be tempted to take it because I don't want to land on horror or anything like that.
No, nor do I
think you
particularly.
should. I think we.
I just worry it'll be quite deep.
Can I have a decision?
5, 4.
Let's take it. I think it's better than getting deep
Yeah,
cut
take
horror or
it.
anything
Take
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
They will keep it.
Yeah.
And a quick pause because of Case's connection issue. We are back into this match. The Wood Brothers have decided to take Christopher Nolan, and I will be proctoring those questions. Gentlemen, your first question. And I will remind you, we will not accept anything until you say final answer. Even if it's the right answer, I'm not going to take it unless you say final answer. Your first question. In Insomnia, Al Pacino plays a police detective from what city sent to assist in an investigation in Night Mute, Alaska?
Right. Okay. This is one of the two obvious ones, those being LA and New York, I'm pretty sure.
Do you want multiple choice it just in case? Because I'm not 100% sure. I would assume that as well, but
Decision in 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice, please.
multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Anchorage, B, New York City, C, Seattle, D, Los Angeles?
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer? I think New York has a nice skyline, but La La Land is set in LA, so.
That's solid reasoning there.
Both are accurate.
I think we should. I'd be tempted with New York.
Okay, New York, final answer.
That is incorrect. Dedicated to art with a chance to steal.
Los Angeles, final answer.
That is correct for the 1-point steal.
But at least they held him down to a 1-point steal instead of 2.
Indeed. Your next question. Batman Begins received 1 Oscar nomination for what category?
I
know there's.
The obvious ones are production design, visual effects, and original score, of which, if
okay,
Case knows it, score is an obvious one to go for.
What about sound?
Or sounds. Mixing or editing, or did those flip back then?
It won't be visual effects.
Okay.
I doubt it would be production design. Original score, I don't remember it being nominated for, so I'd be leaning towards
I do need a decision in 5.
one of the sound ones.
Go for it then, whatever you want.
2.
Sound editing,
1.
final answer.
That is incorrect.
It is cinematography. Final answer.
That is correct for a 2-point steal for dedicated to art. Cinematography. Your penultimate Christopher Nolan question. In Memento, by what name does Leonard refer to the man he is searching for?
Oh.
Oh, God. God.
As a reminder, Mirror Image and Dedicated to Art both have 2 repeats left each.
No, I'll know this when I hear it, probably, so multiple choice, please.
Is it A, John G, B, Teddy G, C, Sammy G, or D, Jimmy G?
Can you repeat those, please?
Yes. Is it A, John G, B, Teddy G, C, Sammy G, or D, Jimmy G?
Five, 4.
Teddy, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Chris, I saw the movie last week. It's John G. Final answer.
That is correct for another steal. Your final question in this category that has plagued you. What year was The Prestige released?
2006, final answer.
2 points that they very desperately needed. 2006, a great year for movies named The Prestige. We will now go over to Dedicated to Art. Spin. Yes, you can see my refrigerator with Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay. Nolan is off the board. Dedicated to Art, how heavy would you like of a spin?
Full blast.
I think it's slipped a little bit, but it's all good. And that is Alfonso Cuarón. Alfonso Cuarón.
Chris, with this category.
I'm not that comfortable with it, but because here's the thing, I've only seen Roma once, and I know you didn't see the rest of it, and you know for a fact there will be a question about that.
Yeah, so let's not do this.
Let's not do this.
Let's spin it again.
Spin it again.
Spinning again.
Spinning away from Mirror Image's strength.
Well, have fun with Alfonso Cuarón because you spun it again.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
The wheel decided that Alfonso Cuarón is their category. Brian, why don't you go ahead and give them these questions they so desperately wanted?
And they sound so excited to hear. All right. Now, Alfonso Cuarón, the first question. At the beginning of Children of Men, baby Diego, the youngest person on the planet, has been stabbed to death. Why?
Ooh. I don't remember the exact reason. Do you, Chris?
Nope. Multiple choice, please.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Is it A, he was being mugged, B, he cheated on a girlfriend, C, he got in a bar fight, or D, he refused to sign an autograph?
I think it's refused to sign an autograph.
Sure. D, final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
Smartly using the multiple choice. All right. Question 2 in Alfonso Cuarón. How many times has Cuarón been nominated for an Oscar for Best Director?
Okay, let's see here. Gravity, Roma, Children of Men, if I recall correctly.
No, he was not nominated for Children of Men. I think it's just the 2. The 2 he won. Why don't I just go with that?
I'll just go with multiple 2, final answer.
Choice is not going to help us.
2 is correct for 2 more points.
Nice.
Doing pretty good for a category they didn't want. Question 3. Cuarón's 1998 adaptation of Great Expectations changes the setting from the novel's early 19th century London to the 1990s in what city?
Do you know this, Chris?
I actually don't. Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, San Francisco, B. Paris, C. New York City, or D. Boston?
Does anything stand out to you?
Not really.
San
Let's say
Francisco?
yeah, let's
Good
just go
guess.
for it. San Francisco, final answer.
That is incorrect. Mirror image would you like to steal?
New York City, final answer.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. And your last question, in Alfonso Cuarón, who provides the voice of Mission Control in Gravity?
I don't like this movie, but I kind of remember this. I will know it when you're multiple choice, I think.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A. James Cromwell, B. Gene Hackman, C. Ed Harris, or D. Donald Sutherland?
I think it's Ed Harris.
Let's go for it. Ed Harris, final answer.
Ed Harris.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
Point out of round 2, we have Dedicated to Art now taking the lead with a score of 17 to Mirror Image's 12. Things have really changed.
Indeed. Big lead for Dedicated to Art coming out of round 3. Brian, why don't you explain how this new and improved Warzone round 3 works?
Well, it's new, and we'll wait and see if it's improved. So new round 3. The way this works is each team is going to get 4 questions worth 1, 2, and 3, and 4 points respectively. They will get increasingly difficult. We are going to give you 6 categories, and you get to choose which category you want for each of those questions for your 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. If you get it right, you get this amount of points. If you get it wrong, you only lose 1 point per question, no matter the point value. The 1-point question will be taken by one of your players, the 2-point by the other, the 3 and 4 you are able to confer on. Okay, so since Dedicated to Art is in the lead, you are going to get to pick your categories first. So here are your categories. I don't know if you want to jot these down, that's up to you. Your 6 categories to choose from are comedy, 70s movies, horror thrillers, James Cameron, classics, and coming of age. Okay, both teams have made their decisions on their round 3 categories. Jim, would you like to start giving Mirror Image their questions?
Indeed. Mirror Image selected classics for their 1-pointer, and
Andy.
Andy is taking that one. Yep, I knew that one. Knew it totally off the top of my head. Andy, your 1-pointer in classics is who starred in and directed Limelight, Modern Times, and The Great Dictator?
Charlie Chaplin.
Correct for 1 point. Your next category that you selected for Michael is 70s. Your question is thus. The 1972 musical film Man of La Mancha is about what literary character?
Can you repeat that, please?
The 1972 musical film Man of La Mancha is about what literary character?
Oh, if it's La Mancha, it must be Don Quixote.
That is correct for 2 points. Okay, and now the 3-pointer to take the lead. They chose James Cameron. And they're conferring on this one, right, Brian?
Yes, they can confer on this one.
Okay, they can confer on 3 and 4. And your 3-point question, James Cameron. In Aliens, when Ripley and Newt are trapped in the lab with the facehuggers, how do they get the attention of the Marines for help?
How many repeats do we have? Because
You have
I got
2
most
left.
of that
The one was
question, but it's a
technical.
bit jumpy.
Yeah.
You have 2 left, right? You just
One.
choose one.
Okay.
They have
No,
one
they
left.
have one technical repeat.
Okay, can I have a repeat of that, please? I got some of it, but not all of it. I don't want.
Okay. In Aliens, when Ripley and Newt are trapped in the lab with the facehuggers, how do they get the attention of the Marines for help?
Do you have any thoughts, Andrew? You've not seen this, have you? So
I have not seen this, and thus I do not have any thoughts.
Oh,
okay, cool.
can I answer if they get it wrong?
And they probably throw something,
3,
don't they?
2.
They throw a shoe.
They throw a shoe.
No,
No,
they set
that's
off the
correct.
fire alarm.
They do indeed set off the fire alarm. Okay, so that puts you good at 14.
14.
14 points.
14 down by 3, and your 4-pointer in comedy. Appropriate. Your 4-pointer to take the lead. In Hot Fuzz, London Constable Nicholas Angel gets reassigned to a small village named what?
Right, Michael. It's just Sandford, isn't it? It's not Sandford Wells, because Wells is where it was shot. It's just Sandford, isn't it?
Yes, it's just Sandford.
Sandford.
Final answer.
4 points for the English brothers knowing their homeland's geography.
Could not have had a more
literally
perfect 4-pointer
in
for.
Somerset where that was filmed, so
Yeah. My friend always watches it. Every time I watch it with him, he points to a lady riding by on a bike and he goes, "That's my aunt."
All right, so that brings them to 18 points. Dedicated to Art is 17. We're going to go into their questions. So you do have 2 repeats left. So your 1-pointer will be in the category of comedy, and I believe Case is taking this one.
Yes.
In the film Major League, what baseball team do they play for?
The Boston Red Sox. I have no clue.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It is the Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland Indians.
You're asking about an American sport.
The non-American on the team gets the American sports question.
Right?
Appropriate.
Okay.
American sports questions should be banned whenever there's Europeans playing.
Whenever there's Europeans involved.
All right. The 2-point question will be for Christopher Dohman in his category of horror thrillers. What supernatural thriller about a group of people trapped in an elevator was produced by M. Night Shyamalan?
Devil.
That is correct for 2 points, bringing you tying it at 18. Your 3-point question, which, if you get correct, you will win the game because you can only lose 1 on your 4th point.
Yes.
So, your 3-point question, which you can confer on, is the category of coming of age. And that is, what is Jason Bateman's occupation in Juno?
Oh my God! Really?
Did you know this?
Oh my God! Ha! He's a commercial songwriter.
And your winners! And moving on to the Movie Warzone Teams Tournament, dedicated to art. Congratulations, guys.
Big pull there for Dohman after his partner misses the American sports question. Brian, that was a great match. After round 2, it looked like it wasn't going to be so great, but they pulled the mirror image pulled a little closer there at the end, but dedicated to art coming out on top.
Yeah, that really was a back and forth match. I mean, in round 1, I know Case was struggling, but like you said, Christopher was kind of holding the team. But then in round 2, Case came up with some big steals and some big answers there, and in the end, they pulled out the win.
Indeed. Why don't you go ahead, because I hate doing them, go into the post-match interviews.
All right, so first we'll go over to our winning team of the day, dedicated to art. So you guys have now earned a spot in the Teams Tournament that will be starting very soon. How do you feel about making this transition to regular Movie Warzone?
Oh man, like I said, there's a reason that I'm actually glad I have Case as my partner, because pretty much all the steals that he got, I would have only known one of them. So, and the Alfonso Cuarón questions, he was able to get it when I couldn't pull the answers, and yeah, sure, I brought the knowledge in round 1, as I hope some of you should have expected, but without him, we wouldn't have come away with the win. So, yeah. And look, and I'm not going to besmirch Mirror Image because I remember them when they made their first debut, and they're a solid team, but they just got saddled with some tough questions in round 2 and 3, and they still pulled out some pretty good answers when all was said and done.
Yeah, Mirror Image is a very respectable team for sure, and you see in round 1 they do well. At least they did a lot better than I did because, yeah, I'm just not the best at regular movie trivia overall. I was a little lucky with questions that were asked because I don't know all of Alfonso Cuarón's stuff that well, but I did know the questions that were asked about, and the same about Nolan. Like, I'm not the biggest Nolan fan, but hey, at least I knew the movies that were asked about, so that's really the big reason that I was able to get the steals and the points in round 2. And then they came back definitely in round 3. I was actually a little afraid. Like, I was not sure if we were going to win. But then, well, Chris was all like, I did nothing in round 3. He did it all. So props to him, who definitely carried me. And he will have to do that. He knew that when we signed up for this tournament. But I can at least answer something that I'm happy about. So I'm looking forward to the tournament and looking forward to what we can do there.
Yeah, well, you guys definitely pulled it out, and like you said, those steals in round 2, I think are what might have turned the tide of the match. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the tournament. So let's go over to our other team, which is Mirror Image of Michael and Andy Wood. Guys, you didn't pull out the win today, but I mean the tournament is just the beginning of our team's division. It's going to be here to stay. So even after the tournament, we're going to continue on, and I hope you guys will continue to play. But how do you feel about the game today?
And when's the tournament finished?
The tournament will be completely over. We're estimating now probably sometime in June, because all of April is going to be the first round of the tournament, and then we'll be
only
putting
3
out
or 4 months
a match
to go.
How do you feel about your performance today?
Well, I had fun.
We did have fun. That was the main thing. Hopefully, there's like a losers tournament that we can like qualify for.
Yeah. That'd be good. I'd like that.
Yeah, put some teams together of like some convicts who've been in jail for the last 10 years, haven't seen any movies. We could probably take them. That would be cool.
I think so. Yeah. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah, and it'll introduce them to a world of fun again.
I
do think you underestimate yourselves. You guys did very well here today.
What I love about us is we always do kind of well, but we always lose.
Yeah, that's been a
But you have fun, and I know that's important to you.
But we get all the British questions right, and I guess that's cool.
We're not bankrolled by sponsorship money for reacting to Christian's videos. We don't get paid by the hierarchy like that, so that's against us.
The underdog story is quite difficult to come around, so we do our best. Yeah.
We're just timid little people from Sandford Wells.
Sandford Wells, ooh, Sandford Wells.
And I didn't even know that when we put these questions in here. So, again, you guys, I think you did a good job, and I hope you will stick around. And once the tournament's over, you guys will continue to play in their division. And with that, I'm going to send it back to you, Jim.
You're a little blacked out right now, Brian, but that's perfectly fine. All is good. Some words there in the post-match interviews, dedicated to Art, Christian George Harloff's favorite reacting team. They're coming out on top. And in Mirror Image, just having a lot of fun. A great match either way. I look forward to seeing both of these teams in the future. What about you, Brian?
Oh yeah, I think this will be fun. I mean, the tournament's going to be tough, and like I said, it's going to go on for a little bit. But any team that doesn't make the tournament, we're going to continue on with this, and it's going to be a permanent division here in Movie Warzone. So it'll be fun to see what everybody does.
For me, the Woods brothers, dedicated to Art, who reacts to Schmodown stuff all the time, and that Christian George Harloff loves, and Brian Michaels. This has been a play-in for Warzone, and we are out.